John Brzenk versus Irakli Zirakashvili, one of the most surprising matches ever. Round 1, Irakli gains some hand control, but then when he tries to finish John regains hand control, looks at Irakli, shouts at him. Irakli is clever enough to elbow foul. Then again after the restart, similar situation. John gains hand control, but then Irakli pulls out a flop press out of nowhere and pins John Brzenk and shocks everyone. Round 2, John is much more careful. He keeps Irakli out of his shoulder. Irakli knows his wrist is going. He leaves his wrist back and tries to flop press once again, but this time John Brzenk has way too much control. He gets behind his shoulder and gets the job done. After that, Irakli Zirakashvili's wrist was in trouble. John was literally playing with his wrist, but Irakli's flop press was getting impressive. In the third match, it was surprising for everyone. John had full hand control, but somehow Irakli's single surge in a flop press was enough to beat John Brzenk and to take John Brzenk to the pad. That was shocking for everyone. People were saying that John intentionally lost that round. But after that, in the fourth round, which turned out to be the final round, John Brzenk had full hand control. He was absolutely shaking because Irakli was applying so much pressure in flop press. That was really difficult for John. John dropped his body weight as he should have done in that position. It was looking like Jerry versus John Brzenk match. John brought him back to a good position, and then when he tried to finish, somehow Irakli was able to push him off center, then get in the flop press position once again and take John Brzenk down to the pad. One thing that was surprising in this match was that in round 3, I think it was, John had complete hand control. He had full cupping. Irakli was like this. John got over his shoulder completely, and he still cannot press Irakli Zirakashvili to the pad and lost that match. To be honest, yes, Irakli is strong, but not to be able to do that. John Brzenk this was somewhat kind of a little bit shocking performance. I wouldn't say disappointing just out of respect, but shocking performance from John Brzenk. He should be able to finish Irakli when he has complete hand control and completely over his shoulder. Still, he was struggling and shaking to beat him. Many people are saying that Denis Plankov should just call off the match at King of the Table against John because it is going to be a total mismatch. I don't think so. Matches are not called off like that. But man, that was surprising. Shocking win from Irakli Zirakashvili, especially the final fourth round. They were going back and forth. It wasn't even clear that who is flop pressing who. Both were kind of going for that press once, and Irakli was really resilient. And it looked like there is absolutely 0% chance that Irakli is going to win. And somehow he won it. The Georgian has done it. Georgian team with the perfect 5-0 record. They were just amazing. Like the video and subscribe to the channel.